Welcome back to the Crypto ZX channel, to the Cardano family. Appreciate all the love. Let's get right in today's analysis and understand what's happening with ADA as we are going into Friday morning. As we still have a lot of time left for Thursday, and again, we're seeing quite a bit of red across the board, and the next few hours are critical. I'm going to show you why that is. Looking across the board, like I said, a lot of red across the market once again. Cardano's price is down right now about 3.2% on the USD side of things, and about 1% in Bitcoin comparative. Price 64.5 cents, valuation $23.5 billion, and the 24-hour trading volume at about 1.5 billion. As always, just a quick disclaimer, anything on this channel is not financial advice. Always do your own due diligence and research when you are investing in crypto. So let's take a look at what's happening with the dominance. We spoke about how the dominance was showing strength, and you can see for yourself, we're pretty much hovering around the 59.6%. And as I discussed with you guys in the last update, right now you're seeing the dominance having a hard time breaking out of the 59.71%. And you can clearly see that breaking above here takes us back up to 60%, which of course means a little bit more pain for altcoins. Speaking about altcoins, if you guys have been following the channel, we've been talking about the $107,000 price point. You can't make this up. Your boy Crypto ZX called this. You can literally fact check that in any update that I've recorded for you guys before. I was anticipating, and I literally said $107,000 is the next target. And take a look at where the price of Bitcoin came down to today. And, you did see the price of Bitcoin break below the 23.6 Fibonacci retracement level. And, of course, this was the next target that I continuously spoke to you guys about. And will you look at that? That's exactly where the price of Bitcoin is currently sitting. But this is not what you want to see happening, because we're below the key range at the below the 23.6 Fibonacci level, and we don't really want to see the daily candle close happen below here, because if it's able to do that right now, of course, the $107,000 support line did come as a support, as to be expected. We did see a little bit of a bounce, as to be expected, because of course that is a major support line. You will see a little bit of a bounce around that range, and that's exactly what ended up happening. But closing the daily candle, below this range, still gives me, the thing that we still can fall down to $102,000. Obviously, breaking below here, I think opens the door for us, because that itself is only a move of about 5%. So are we going to see the price of Bitcoin fill this wick? Looks like that is not out of the picture yet. So we're coming closer to the daily candle close, unless, the bulls really gain momentum and push the price back to the 23.6. But if not, this could be quite something that, we want to be paying very, very close attention to. But with that being said, let's take a look at ADA. Of course, ADA is going to be reacting to this move. It's not an exception, and you can see for yourself the price of ADA has been on this downwards trajectory. Now you're kind of starting to see like a pattern forming here. You can see for yourself we were sitting at the likes of 73.7 cents just 3 days back. Since then, the price has retraced about 14%. But again, in correlation to BTC, so this shouldn't really be a big surprise to anyone. Oh, that the price of Cardano is going down. Again, the entire market is going down right now. But with that being said, what's really interesting to me right now is the fact that the price of Bitcoin fell below the 23.6 fib zone, but the dominance still did not break above the 59.7%. That is something I'm looking very, very closely to, because and we also need to be happy about that if you're an altcoin holder. Let's say the dominance broke above here. We would have seen a bigger red day today compared to what we're seeing right now. So that's obviously something we want to keep in mind. But as far as ADA is concerned, if you're looking at the support, as far as the support is concerned, I spoke to you guys about this in the last update. 61.3 cents is the next support line to be watching out for if this support does not hold, and that itself is about a 5% move from where we currently are. And then after that, if we don't hold around that range, 56.9. So of course, going back to what I said, if the price of Bitcoin does fill this wick in, if it does end up doing that, then ADA's price could end up retesting the 56.9%, and from where we currently are, that itself is a move of about 11.8%. And with the way the percentages are aligning, it should make sense. I know a lot of you are probably wondering, well, why not are we going to go down to the likes of 27 cents? Because as I stated in the yesterday's update, that would require Bitcoin to see a flash pullback. And usually you do see those type of sharp pullbacks then. But I don't see that happening unless, of course, Bitcoin just sees a major pullback again, which, of course, we don't really want to see. But the faster this happens, the better it is. Maybe we do see the month of October, to see a little bit of a double bottom occurring here for Bitcoin, and then we see the market reversal. Speaking about the market reversal, as I stated to you guys before, it doesn't take months and months for the market to reverse. It can literally take just a few weeks for the market to pick up once the momentum really kicks in. So, we got to keep that factor in mind. Let me know in the comments down below what you guys think. We'll see you later from Crypto ZX, and peace.